General Hospital spoilers. Willow and Scout's bonding takes a twist. Is Drew's plan doomed? General Hospital spoilers and updates tease that Willow Tate, Caitlin McMullen, and Scout Kane, Cosette Abinant, might be in for some quality bonding time, but there's a possibility it could end in disaster. Will Drew Kane's Cameron Matheson plan backfire royally and lead to a complete catastrophe? What if Scout doesn't like Willow and she becomes resentful? It has come to our attention that Cosette Abinant has recorded additional scenes that will be broadcast soon. Meanwhile, Scout has been conspicuously absent from the ongoing family turmoil, but this is expected to shift shortly. Willow has been in overwhelming distress due to her separation from Wiley Corinthos, played by Viron Weaver, and Amelia Corinthos, portrayed by Sequoia and Serenity Mork-Mako. The loss of custody has profoundly affected Willow, leaving her shaken beyond belief. Drew is determined to do everything possible to assist Willow in reuniting with her children, leading to plans for a wedding to present themselves as a united front in court. Drew's short-term plan. Nonetheless, Drew may come up with a short-term plan during this time. Since Willow will soon become Scout's stepmother, Drew may believe they should have more opportunities to bond. Drew might think that allowing Willow to feel like a mother figure again could help alleviate the pain in her heart. Given that Scout has been having a tough time without Sam McCall, Kelly Monaco, enhancing her relationship with Willow could be beneficial for both of them in Drew's perspective. However, it's important to note that such a suggestion could lead to disastrous outcomes. Willow isn't in the best mental state lately, making it hard to predict how she might behave around Scout. And then again, Scout may not accept her. Willow may experience an emotional breakdown if something sets her off, which would allow Scout to observe everything up close. Scout could even see Willow fade out and adopt a different persona, particularly if this involves a storyline centered around dissociative identity disorder. Additionally, there's a chance that Willow might get disoriented and wrongly believe that Scout is Amelia as her mental condition worsens. This scenario could result in Willow running off with Scout, leaving Drew in a panic as he searches for both of them. Or when Scout realizes that Willow is getting ready to marry her father, she could resent her trying to take the place of Sam. No matter what, Scout could end up freaking out about any situation Willow finds herself in, and seeks solace from Drew afterward. To put it differently, if any of Cosette Abinant's future scenes feature moments between Scout and Willow, it could signal bad news ahead. Scout could even decide to run away from home, even if it's only as far as the Quartermain mansion or her grandmother Alexis Davis, Nancy Lee Grahn house. She may even sneak into the Quartermain boathouse, enlisting Danny Morgan's, Asher Antonisen, help to keep her hidden from Willow. According to General Hospital spoilers, Drew is set to face more family turmoil, so make sure to stay tuned for updates on any upcoming surprises. Port Charles is a town where secrets bubble just beneath the surface, and sometimes even the most innocent connections spark unexpected consequences. Willow Corinthos has had her fair share of trauma, heartache, and redemption, but as she grows stronger after her life-saving bone marrow transplant, a new connection is blossoming in the most unexpected way. Scout Kane. What began as a simple visit turned into something much more profound. Drew Kane, ever the planner and protector, had hoped that the time Willow spent with Scout would ease some of the tension within the tangled Corinthos-Quartermain dynamic. But as days turn into weeks, the bond between Willow and Scout takes on a life of its own. And Drew may soon realize his well-intentioned strategy is veering dangerously off course. A sweet start, Willow becomes a safe space. It started innocently enough. Scout had been having a difficult time adjusting. Between her father's recent shifts in personality and the intensity of Quartermain life, She was craving a stable, calm presence. And Willow, with her gentle demeanor and kind heart, seemed like the perfect person to provide that. At first, it was simple. A few afternoons spent baking cookies in the Corinthos kitchen, stories read aloud in the park, painting sessions on the back patio. But something deeper was happening beneath the surface. Scout began opening up to Willow in a way she never had with anyone else, not even Sam. Willow was patient. She listened. She never judged. And slowly, Scout began to see Willow not just as Wiley and Amelia's mother, but as someone who nor Willow anticipated, however, was how quickly this connection would develop, or how it would awaken feelings long buried. Trouble brews. Sam's concern ignites. Sam McCall knows her daughter better than anyone. And when Scout began quoting Willow more than her own parents, Sam's protective instincts flared. "She's not her mother, Drew," Sam snapped during a recent argument. "You can't just outsource parenting because you're busy running Aurora and playing hero." Drew was taken aback. "Willow's not replacing you, Sam. She's just helping." But was she? Sam's concern wasn't just maternal jealousy. It was the fear that Drew was crafting a new family dynamic behind her back, whether consciously or not. And as she dug deeper, Sam realized that Willow had started attending Scout's school art shows, helping her practice piano, and even tucking her in after sleepovers. She calls her Aunt Willow, Sam told Carly with a look of unease. But I'm starting to think it's something more. The twist. Scout's wish changes everything. Then came the moment no one saw coming. Scout, during a quiet conversation with Willow, made an unexpected confession. "I wish you were my mom," she whispered one night after a bedtime story. "You're like the mom I can tell secrets to." Willow froze. Her heart broke for Scout, but she also felt something shift inside her. Maternal instinct? Guilt? Perhaps both. "I love you too, sweetheart," Willow whispered, brushing Scout's hair away from her face. "But you have a wonderful mom. She loves you so much." Scout nodded, but her eyes told a different story. Drew's dilemma, plan unraveling fast. Drew's original plan was simple. Bridge the gap between the Corinthos and Quartermain families, create unity, and show that Scout could have a strong support system. But in his attempt to do the right thing, he may have created emotional chaos. Now Sam's furious. She feels replaced. And Willow's caught in the middle, trying to be a comfort to a child without stepping on any maternal toes. But the real bombshell may come from Drew himself, because if his true feelings for Willow resurface, which they seem to be doing, the situation could spiral into scandal. It's no secret that Drew and Willow had a certain closeness during the time she was sick. Their bond was built on mutual respect and trust. But with Willow emotionally vulnerable after recent betrayals, and Drew navigating single parenthood and fractured friendships, the fire is easy to ignite. Michael reacts. Jealousy or justice? Michael Corinthos has been so consumed with Nina's betrayal, Sonny's collapse, and his own warpath to protect his family that he hasn't been paying much attention to Willow's emotional detachment. But when he learns that Willow's been spending more and more time with Drew and Scout, something clicks. She's grieving Drew, Michael warns him. She needs support, not temptation. Don't make this worse. But is it jealousy speaking, or is Michael sensing a storm that even he won't be able to contain? Willow, for her part, insists that her connection to Scout is innocent. But a voice inside her is beginning to whisper, what if it's more? What if she's the one being drawn into something she can't walk away from? A child's love and a parent's worth. Sam isn't about to back down. She sees the signs, the slow shift in Scout's affections, and she refuses to lose her daughter to someone she never asked into their lives in the first place. Sam's next move could be explosive, perhaps even a legal challenge over parenting boundaries, especially if Scout starts pushing for more time with Willow. And if Scout's school counselor catches wind of emotional confusion in the child, the fallout could be dramatic. Carly's warning Carly, always attuned to drama, sees the writing on the wall. And during a conversation at Kelly's, she gives Willow a pointed warning. "Be careful," she says, her voice low but firm. "You're not Scout's mother. And the second Sam feels like you're overstepping, you won't just lose Scout. You could lose everything, including Michael." Willow's face falls. She knows Carly's right. But her heart is already tangled in a connection that feels too real to sever. The future. A family torn. Drew's plan may have been crafted with the best of intentions, but Port Charles doesn't run on good intentions. It runs on emotion, secrets, and the constant threat of revelation. As Scout's affection for Willow grows, Sam's resentment intensifies, and Michael starts questioning Drew's motives. One thing becomes clear. This isn't just about bonding anymore. It's about boundaries, blurred lines, and the kind of emotional fallout that could shatter families. Because in Port Charles, no good deed goes unpunished, and no plan, no matter how well-meaning, goes untested by fate.